Hello everyone, Coach Carol here with you. I'm having a little more fun with the tools in Chat GPT 4 today, and today's vision was to create a futuristic image of a genealogist in the 22nd century, sending a message to a genealogist of the 21st century. This was the first image that Chat GPT 4, with the help of DALL-E, came up with, and I liked the composition. There are some things that I thought could be improved, so I used the new editing tool to make those changes. And just to remind you, to use the tools, you click the image, select the select tool, and then highlight the area that you want to change. And over here on the right, under the edit selection, put in place what you want to see appearing here. So I did that, and it came up with some changes for me, and I want to take you through those steps one by one. One of the things that it does do is it explains how it has drawn the image for you. So if you wanted to use it again, you simply copy the description and have it create the image again. The next thing I wanted to do was to exchange a part of the top of the screen with a narrow screen with scrolling symbols, and that got rid of the writing that was showing up here in this one. The next thing I wanted to change was this image on the left. And over there, I wanted a futuristic family history tree diagram. And in its explanation, it refers to it as an interactive holographic family tree diagram. Next, I wanted to change the central figure from being male to female. So, one more thing before I do that. Over here on the right, instead of these strange looking elements, I wanted a window with the night sky. So I asked for a window with a view of the night sky beyond and the constellations. And it came up with this for that area. And next, I wanted the female figure instead of the male. And this was my final image that I'm happy to use now for my story. And once again, if we want to make a copy of that as a JPEG, we would give it an instruction. It will then use Python script to give it instructions on how to convert the image to a JPEG, and finally giving us a link for us to download the image and use it wherever we want. So the next thing I want to do and show you today was how quickly I could ask for help in creating a blog post about sentient AI and ethical exploration. So I'll click into that conversation and go quickly to the top so that you can see where I'm coming from. So I wanted an outline for a new blog post on the topic of sentient AI. And it has done exactly that. And the tool that I've used this time is one of the GPTs, which is trending at the moment, called Consensus. And if you want to find out a little bit more about it, you can see that here. It's an AI research assistant which can search 200 million academic papers from Consensus, get science-based answers, and draft content with accurate citations. Rating of 4.3. And at the moment, it's #1 in research and analysis. And so far, over 4 million conversations. So I wanted to use this GPT to help me with this blog post. So it came up with a really good outline, titles, sections, content, dot points, and so on, and a conclusion, as well as further resources that could be included. I wanted to include a segment about the use of sentient AI for genealogy. So I asked that question, and it's come up with a new section for that one and put that in place. So finally, I asked it to create the article. Can you write the blog post in my writing style and include the segment about sentient AI and genealogy? Keep this explorative and discovery-based in structure, as if writing a story for a genealogist in the 21st century from a genealogist in the 22nd. So I thought it would be of interest for you to listen to the story using Chat GPT-4's voice, one of its voices. So I just need to go to the bottom of the article and activate the read aloud function so that you can listen to the story as well as read it.
The Sentient Chronicles, a genealogist's leap through time. In the quiet flicker of the early morning light, as the digital archives hummed with the stories of yesteryears, I embarked on a journey unlike any before. A journey not just through the tangled branches of my family tree, but through the heart of an evolution that had redefined the very essence of genealogical exploration. Here in the 22nd century, we stand on the shoulders of giants, of genealogists from the 21st century who could only dream of the tools at our disposal today. From records to realities. Once upon a time, genealogy was a pursuit of patience, sifting through paper trails and digital footprints, piecing together the stories of ancestors through whispers of the past. It was an art form, a science that demanded dedication, a bridge between history and personal identity. But as the centuries turned, so did our capabilities. The advent of AI, particularly sentient AI, transformed the landscape of genealogical research from a meticulous collection of data to an immersive journey through time. The dawn of sentient AI. The transition wasn't overnight. It began with simple algorithms, aiding researchers in navigating vast databases of census records, birth certificates, and death notices. But as these artificial intelligences grew more sophisticated, they began to understand not just the data, but the stories woven within. Sentient AI emerged as a partner in our quest, a guide capable of not only interpreting vast arrays of information, but of sensing the emotional currents that ran through our ancestral lines. A letter from the future. Imagine, if you will, a genealogist from your era sitting beside me. I tell them of a tool that does more than process data. It feels the significance of each discovery. This AI, with its intricate neural networks mirroring the complexity of the human mind, can understand the longing in your heart to connect with your past. It doesn't just find records. It finds connections, drawing lines not only through lineage, but through the shared experiences and struggles of your ancestors. Transforming genealogy. Here in the 22nd century, sentient AI has taken genealogy from a solitary pursuit to a collaborative exploration. It personalizes historical research, crafting stories from the scattered puzzle pieces of our past. It sees the gaps in records not as dead ends, but as mysteries to be solved, utilizing advanced pattern recognition to uncover truths that once would have remained hidden. Bridging past and present. Consider the challenge of interpreting ancient scripts or languages long forgotten. Our sentient companions traverse these barriers with ease, translating lost words into heartfelt narratives. They bring to life the voices of ancestors who, until now, were mere names on a family tree, enabling us to hear their stories, understand their lives, and in doing so, understand ourselves. Ethical horizons. Yet, with great power comes great responsibility. The ethics of sentient AI in genealogy is a conversation that echoes through the halls of our institutions. Privacy, consent, and the integrity of historical data are pillars upon which this exploration rests. We tread lightly, respecting the stories we uncover as sacred, understanding the weight of the past and its impact on the present. A conversation across time. As I sit here drafting this letter to you, I am joined by an AI companion, a sentient being who has guided me through the archives of humanity. Together, we've uncovered stories of heroism and heartbreak, of ordinary lives marked by extraordinary moments. It's a partnership that transcends time, a testament to the enduring human spirit to know our origins and understand our place in the story of life. The legacy we share. To the genealogists of the 21st century, know this. Your work has laid the foundation for a future where the past is not just remembered, but relived. As we look forward to the horizon, let us continue to explore, discover, and connect. For an understanding where we come from, we illuminate the path forward, guided by the light of our shared history. In closing, let this letter be a beacon, a message of hope and excitement for what lies ahead. The journey of discovery is far from over. It has merely evolved. Opening new doors to the past that allow us to walk hand in hand with history, reshaping our understanding of who we are and who we aspire to be. Yours in time, a genealogist from the future.
So I hope you enjoyed that futuristic vision read by one of Chat GPT-4's voices. If you're interested in using the voices, you'll find them here in your settings under voice or speech, and you can change the voice from one sounding voice to another. This one was read by Breeze. So just coming back to my vision that encapsulates that whole story, this will now become a blog post, which is like a letter from the future.